stop.
It's one thing I wondered, man. Why do they call it taco meat? I don't make the connection. I know it is. I know what it is, and
it was explained to me one time by a person who uses the term taco meat, saying that it looked like ground hamburger meat. Yeah. I was like, okay, I don't associate that with hamburger meat, but okay.
It's good though. It makes sense. Hey, it's a good slang, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I
understand if somebody
we got taco meat too.
Curly crunchies on their chiz nest, on their pectoralis majors, but I don't got none of that going on. I just got that artwork.
Oh, that's artwork. Oh, okay.
From here, shading and red and green and blue. You were like, damn, this guy's hair. He really did have a red beard, huh?
No, from here, because you can't see the red. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like just like speckles or something like that from the definition. So I thought it was like, oh wow, that's what I thought. I didn't know that it was tatted up. That's very beautiful.
Very much.
It's nice.
Are we gonna talk about this? Are we gonna talk about this movie or what? We can.
That's what we're here for. Literally, that's why we record this.
Yeah, that's what we here, Josh. We're here to record podcasts about horror movies. What's the deal?
I just need to get this shit off my mind already. It's been we missed last week, and it's just been in there. I need to release the demons and get it out. I can't
wait for your input.
Well, if that's the case, then goddamn, hit the damn intro.
Oh shit, we're going there already?
You just said you was ready to go. Wait.
Warning. This podcast is about the horror genre, specifically horror films. As most horror movies are filled with coarse language, violence, and/or gore, the topics and language of the cast of the pod will also reflect the genre. If you have any issues with the aforementioned warnings, please press stop. However, if you have no issue with adult language, movie violence, or the accoutrement that accompanies horror films, please feel free to continue. You have been warned.
Castofthepod.com. That'll take you to a link tree. That'll take you to our social medias, which are Cast of the Pod. And if you want to hit up the IGs, if you want to go directly to these Gs, Cobweb is at Cobweb411. Cantu is at Redbeard Silver. That's BEERD, like beard silver, Redbeard Silver on IG. Or on TikTok, a la talk.
The tick to the top.
Nobody really does the face a la face anymore, so.
It's because nobody knows what the hell you're talking about right now.
Yeah, Josh, you was on some junk right there. I didn't know what that was. Face? I was just trying to play along. Yeah, what's that mean?
Westside Mexicans say a la face for Facebook.
Oh, no, face. They don't say face. Oh. They say face. FEIS.
Face.
No, te lo voy a postar ahí en la face, güey.
A la face.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation right here.
Why not? You're
you were all talking about Taco Tuesday and then the special for Cinco de Mayo coming up next week and all that. I mean,
what are you talking about? You know what? That's a planned event. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get too involved into this concept of
we ain't
that is kind of being hypocritical of me.
we ain't talked about the movie yet or anything like that. This week's movie is Cuando Acecha la Maldad, which is when Evil Lurks. Deborah and I have been arguing about it all this time. She was like, "It's where Evil lurks." I'm like, "No, it's when Evil lurks."
And I was wrong. I admit it. I was wrong. You were right.
Oh, damn.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the pod. Thank you. I'm good.
You said, I'll leave it on a high note.
You put that in the books.
Shit.
That's an end note. Hell yeah. Shit, that's a win right now. You just said, man, I'd go to bed right now if I was you.
But if you couldn't tell from the title, this is a read-watchable movie. If you don't speak, it's Argentinian Spanish.
Yep.
So could you understand it?
Here and there.
I could understand
Okay.
it.
What about you, Debs?
Most of it I could understand. Some of it was like fast, and I was just like, what?
The thing with Spanish is there is a Spanish lingual diaspora. Spanish is so spread out across the planet, North America, South America, two of the largest continents, and then over into Europe and even some parts of Africa. So naturally, because there's hundreds and hundreds and sometimes maybe even 1,000 years of the language existing in the different geographical areas, that there is going to be differences. And that's the difference between a lexicon and a dialect, the language itself and the local form of the language. So there's going to be different accents, different speeds, different local terminology. And Argentina happens to have it is Spanish, Castilian in its roots, of course, but there's some stuff in there that they say that you just don't understand, that I personally didn't understand because of I would say the local dialect. And when I say local, I'm speaking about the country entirely. And I still refused to get subtitles because that's what I do. And I used context in order to translate those words or phrases that I didn't understand.
So whoa. So you didn't understand.
Hold on, man. You ruined my fucking joke.
Dude.
After all his breakdown and everything he was going to say, I was going to say, I used to have a lexicon, but it was too expensive to work on. So now I have a Jeep.
You should have let Cobweb just carry on, man.
I don't care. I don't care.
Man.
Thank
I'm
you for
sitting
all
up here
that
just
knowledge, Professor Cantu.
all that because he ducking and dodging. He picked out this movie.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cobweb. You jumped on my. I was quietly sitting on that joke all this time. I was like, all right, I got to get it out before. And I was like, he's moving away from lexicon. He's already said 2 more paragraphs after lexicon.
Do I need to stop talking so much?
Man. Dude, man, why did you pick this movie? Explain to me why. Was this like something that you've seen it before, but
When Evil Lurks.
So
When Evil Lurks.
I have this. Oh, I think I explained it here on the pod before. I have within my algorithm, and after clicking follow on a couple of sources, horror movies that should not be shared, but if you do watch it, be prepared. And that's what I'm here for. I like to thank my mother for preparing me for that, because she raised me on the most horrific of horror films in the 80s. And as I love it. And when this one came recommended as a don't watch this, I was like, I'm going to peep game. And it was everything that I wanted it to be. And Argentina, these cats are making horror movies. Like I've extolled the virtues of like what A24 is doing. They're changing the game, and it's top level shit.
You know, the products that are exported from Argentina and that are held there in Argentina will give you a little clue on their mentality when it comes, especially to these movies. I mean, you have Manu Ginobili. You have all of Hitler's grandchildren after, you know, they went from Germany into Chile and into Argentina, because that's where all the largest concentration of Nazis are now. But besides that, they got some fucked up movies.
Yeah, I don't agree.
There was no
I would say
lying.
that, you know, man, please, dude, man, let's get this. Let me get this on
Hey,
out the grip right now. Pedro.
You just want to say Pedro.
Pedro. Yes, I do. I want to say Pedro, man. It's so bad because this dude right here. If you told him that, yo, we need $100 to get to work in the morning, or we gonna lose our jobs, this joker gonna go out and spend $99.99 and get mad. How come we didn't have enough gas to get to work in the morning? This dude will do the exact opposite. The exact opposite of what you should do in a horror movie. He was like, his whole character was like the car that just comes in. What do they call it? You know, when you're the one that the destructor, you know what I'm saying, that causes mayhem or havoc and everything like that.
The catalyst.
The catalyst. He was for everything. All of this stuff was all about him, how he could fuck it up. I mean, seriously, the devil picked the best person to hang around with, because this Joker right here, he had no damn sense. He did everything that was fucking stupid. I couldn't imagine anyone being so incompetent in my life as Pedro. I don't think there's anybody that's more incompetent in a horror movie beside him. I mean, come on. Name something. Give me one. Give me one right now.
Let's go to the IMDb real quick. In a remote village, two brothers find a demon-infected man just about to give birth to evil itself. They decide to get rid of the body, only to end up unintentionally spreading chaos. Director Damien Rugna, R-U-G-N-A, Rugna. Which, Cobweb, you ain't got much room to talk, because you were was it Cobweb that recommended that we see Terrified?
Terrified?
The one when you had to look at the angles, 45-degree angles, and then the little kid in the ice box and the...
Oh, that was good.
And they were sitting at the table.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was a
come on now. That was fire. That was dope.
The one with the shower, the wife in the shower at the beginning.
Yes.
That's what I thought we was going to watch this time. That's what I thought.
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Like, why was we watching the same movie?
Man, that dude right there. I mean, like, geez, man, what the hell was his damn problem?
So the movie starts off. It's just the two brothers, and there's somebody on their land, right? They're living on somebody else's land, on Ruiz's land.
Yeah. Ruiz is a landowner.
Ruiz, played by Luis Zimbrowski.
Right.
So they're living on his land. There's a bunch of people living on it. He's like the rich guy in a small town. I don't know how to break it down easier than that.
It's like he has a plantation, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And these families, they come in and they work at these certain spots and stuff like that. And him and his brother are, they make sure that the gates are okay and everything else like that, and just patrol and make sure ain't nobody doing nothing wrong on the property on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? They have to patrol it.
Yeah. But I thought it was kind of cool, when they first, at the beginning, as they stumble upon that body of did they call them what did they call them? Cleaner. When they ran across that first cleaner. And I thought the tool, I would love to see how that tool actually works or what it's intended to. It looked like it was a sextant, like the kinds that they used on ships to find out where they were and all that.
Really massive sextant.
Yes. And I would have loved towards the end of the movie, they're setting up like they're going to use it, and I was like, yes, all right, so we're going to see this thing. Still didn't get to see it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Bro, that was the craziest junk. What? Okay, when they loaded the body in the pickup truck, they didn't close the back tailgate.
So there are some problems with this movie, considering the Ford pickup truck. The Chevy pickup truck that they're driving miraculously turns into a Ford pickup truck later on when the cameras change, because they had to rent different cameras and the lighting is completely different and all that. So they go from a badass old school Chevy to a badass old school Ford, because I guess they were borrowing it, or it doesn't say anywhere on the IMDb or anything like that. But let's talk about it. So as they're going through, looking through the material that they found of this person ripped in half, and they think it's kind of wolves, but then they think it might be Ruiz who would have killed this person. But as they're going through it, and they're looking through the notebook of this dead person, they find a photocopy ID of Maria who lives further down on the land. And it looked like it was Russian script on there, right? Did y'all think so too? Cyrillic.
It looked like something I ain't never read before.
And so they go. I liked how in this world they're talking about cleaners, as in cleaners coming out to clean demons and clean entities and stuff like that was just a normal thing. Oh, we called pest control.
Right.
That like they weren't freaked out about what he was doing or why he was there. It's just like, hey, they got him before he got to your place. Like in this world, it's just like, nah, no big deal. Just
well, they haven't had one in a while, and I think they were really backed up because they sent word in. It took them like a year to get there, right?
It didn't trip them out that there was something happening on their land that was going to cause this, because it was like, oh, just call the plumber. The plumber will show up and take care of that backed up pipe.
Yeah.
Man, I don't believe his mom was sitting up there with that joker in the room, bro.
In this world, he looked
nasty.
Patrol. They're like the Avengers. They're patrolling at all times, and it'll take a year to get there because I'm pretty sure that they don't have ID to be getting on planes and boats and shit like that. And they're coming
with that giant sextant and stabbing devices and all that.
Yeah, that would be a customs nightmare.
I have written on my grease board over here, the point of the film is motherfuckers need to listen and follow the rules. That was the gist of it that I got from this movie.
You should have told that to Pedro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In this world, there's established rules, and even Maria knows what the rules are. She's got two sons. There's the young son, then there's Maria, and there's the other son who's bloated and pus-filled. And just,
I could smell that room watching this flick.
God, that was so nasty. I wouldn't even been there, man. Now you had a freaking demon live. How you sleep at night?
He didn't.
The family. I couldn't sleep at night. I've been like, I'm up, moms.
Well, you could tell she was tired.
She was tired. The son was all the younger brother was distraught, and I mean, one they wanted the cleaner to come and save the kid, save the family member, and then two, they also knew the rules. Maria knew the rules. Don't fuck with it. Don't move it. And
just leave it there for the cleaner.
Did you notice in the house they had electrical devices, but none of them were on? So she probably turned off her electricity in the house. For our viewers, people, Club 3P, everybody shout out to y'all. Sorry, we just went straight into this movie because we need to banish all this shit straight out my brain, because this movie is fucked up. For those of y'all that don't like horror movies, that don't like this is not one for y'all to watch. I've recommended it to a few people already because I need to share the trauma.
Warning.
Yes, warning.
Why would you do that to somebody?
I am trauma dumping on y'all. Go ahead, Deb.
But I should have wrote them down. There were rules.
Yeah, there were 7 rules, and they let 6 of them out, and then the 7th one they kind of teased until the end, and it wasn't that big of a reveal or anything like that. But
man, I just don't understand.
Trigonometry?
When they
Calculus.
Calculus is easy.
Right.
Trigonometry is something else.
When they got back to the house and they saw old boy up in that bedroom like that, right? They knew what was going on. They went back and talked to old boy, and it was like they were waiting for him to come for a year, and that was supposed to be the guy to come do it. At that point, the cleaner to show up. At that point, when the cleaner didn't make it, right, that was a game changer for me. Because at that point, I knew that there were circumstances that killed him to stop him from preventing him from going. The evil was already
he got torn in
there.
half.
The evil was already there on the land. They just didn't realize it.
Because
it was just waiting.
But he didn't make it to the house.
Because they were where evil lurks.
And evil was a bitch. Excuse my language, but damn.
No, but just like you said, I agree with you. The problem with Pedro, they established that quickly and right there at the beginning, because they know the rules. They know they're not surprised by the cleaner, and they see what's going on, and then they want to kill. I don't know what his name was. The fat pus guy. And if anybody's ever had a cyst. Oh my God, he had this huge cyst, a boil, a tocotillo on my knee one time, and we had to go to the doctor for them to cut it open, and it was just like 4 packs of mayonnaise just oozing out, and it had this smell that was just, yeah.
That's what he looks like, inside and out.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the major rules that they had was that you can't kill him.
You can kill it, but you can't use.
You have to kill us.
You can't use gunpowder.
You have to do it a ceremonial way.
Right.
It has to be a ritual that has to be performed for you to be able to kill this entity, because if not, it will go to the next thing or will lead to something. I think it was the birth of the Antichrist or something else like that.
That's what they alluded to.
Yep. Right. That if you did that, so, I mean, I can understand the concept of doing it right, but that Joker was looking to get killed. It was doing everything it possibly could to get killed. I mean, when would you ever seen a goat? The goat.
Well, because once you kill it, it goes, it just keeps going.
It follows around with the story of what was it, Azazel in Fallen, that Denzel Washington movie.
Oh yeah.
Have
we done that one?
No, we have not done Fallen yet. But Cantu, it looks like you want to say something.
Well, the idea about this demon and following the rules is that if you kill this demon outside of the way it's prescribed by the rule, if you kill the host of the demon, then the demon is actually going to be born. So what the cleaners do is they go and make sure that the ritual is followed when they're killing the host, so that the demon, the evil, has to move on. That was the most important thing. That's why at the end, the birth, because it was done wrong. And so that's why the rules were so important. So if they would have just killed Blister Man, then the movie would have been over, unless you want to follow the trials and tribulations that follows the actual birth manifestation of this demon. So these cleaners, they travel to Earth, and wherever it's at, they make sure that they kill the host in the way that it's supposed to prevent the demon from exiting that host.
I have the rules right here.
Here's the thing that people need to understand real quick. There's a difference between possession and the concept of the demon being born. That is the big difference, because at that point, the demon can go from body to body and possess them. But once it's being born into its own light, then that's when you got some serious shit.
Manifestation.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
So number one, do not use electric lights. The shadows that are cast by electric lights draw the evil. Stay away from animals, because animals are evil. Then they're easy to possess. Do them no harm. Do not harm the host. Take nothing close to them. They are attached to it, which kind of that was tough, especially when they threw the I like how Cantu said the Blister Man. They threw the Blister Man in the savannah. They were bringing him out, and I knew that shit was gonna tear. I knew that was shit. I did not expect all the juices and all that to go flowing through the tear when it tore. I was like, little too much detail to, but
I did.
Number 5.
It was nasty.
Number 5.
But that's the thing. Keep going, Josh.
Number 5. Never say the devil's name. That calls it. That makes sense. Number 6. Never use a gun. You'll die yourself because of whatever the contaminant that the gunpowder is. And then number 7. Do not fear death, because we all are gonna die.
Yeah. You got to go in there like it can possibly happen, that you could, because you have to have the thinking that if you go in here, it could go wrong. There's a good chance it can go wrong. So you have to have faith in me, knowing that, hey, this could be happening. Because if not, you ain't dying for you.
So you're not going to get it done correctly.
No. Your faith is all going to be off. It's going to be like Salem's Lot and shit.
I want to warn our viewers, especially our pod people that don't do horror. This is an emotionally draining film. There is stuff that's going to happen on here that you're not going to expect in a horror movie, and then some. And there's scenes and there's characters that you're going to get attached to, and then they're gone. And not only are they gone, they're gone in horrible ways. And like, oh shit, did like. So you're going to get emotionally invested into some of these characters, and then they're going to take them straight from you. So
part of the beauty of this particular movie is that its lack of commonality, setting new standards, looking or writing with in mind, what can I do that hasn't been done before, and how can I make it as impactful as possible? Might it be overboard on the visual graphic violence? Yes, but everything else is in place as a craft creatively to make it absolutely brand new. Yeah.
So I kind of disagree a slight bit. I would 98% of that I agree with, but 2% of it, I don't think the gore is over the top, because there's movies like Tokyo Gore Police, and there's movies like The Sadness, where it's just blood and guts and intestines and everything all over the place, and there's so much of it that it gets to the point where it doesn't faze you. It's just another graphic on the screen or something else that's on the screen, and it's just buckets and buckets of blood and chunks of stuff and all that. And this film, like the scene when they're carrying him on the savannah, and then it pops open and stuff spills out and all that, and it's just it's not even like Sam Raimi. We did Sam Raimi. What was it? Drag Me to Hell. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they had all the milky substance and then the black ooze, and they were spitting in each other's mouths and all that. That was a whole bunch of gore like that. This one has very, very realistic looking trauma gore. And
this is craft.
Yes, it's in
every aspect.
This is a work of art, and just like real art, it's not meant for everybody. It's going to invoke some feelings, and it should not.
The perfect word for this particular movie is visceral.
Yes.
Man, wait. Before we go any further, I got to know this right now. Out of all the deaths in this movie, which one hit you one of the hardest ones?
Deb, you go first. But so spoiler alert, we're jumping past the story because I know which one she's going to go to, which is probably the same one that I'm going to go to also, and this is much later on towards the end of the film. But go ahead, Deb. What's the death that bothered you the most?
I don't know. I think it was all of them.
Okay.
I don't know. I know when the
Talk straight into the mic, Deb.
I'm thinking also.
She's like this.
When Ruiz killed the goat,
dude,
that part like scared me. I don't think it's my worst one. I have to think about it, but that's the one that pops up in my head because right when he killed the goat, the wife killed him.
Can we talk about that scene real quick? Because it's in the trailer. I was prepared for it. He brings out the shotgun and he's holding it at the goat, and this goat is possessed. And I completely forgot that the pupils, the irises on goats were like rectangles. They're not circles like ours. And they did a close up of it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But anyways, and that one goat's just standing there, and behind the scenes, the director hated shooting that scene because it was so much of a problem, and they were having such a hard time dealing with those goats. But it translates into the film like fucking perfect, like that goat was acting perfectly. But anyways, so he shoots the goat, and the wife's telling him, "Don't shoot the goat. You know you're not supposed to shoot him." Blah 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 blah. And as soon as he shoots the goat, just like in the teaser, the wife catches him on the side of the head with the axe, and it is very realistic looking, and the
practicality of the effects is
beautiful, and it's just boom, and he's down. No overacting, no like you got me, no I can't believe you did this or whatever. Just boom, down. Right.
It's like when somebody gets shot in real life. It's
yes.
like boom, they're down. It's not.
Yes. And then the coup de grace for this scene is
my favorite.
She turns the axe on herself, which you might ask yourself, how does one turn an axe on themselves? She does not fall on it. She pulls it forward a little bit. She's on her knees, right?
No.
Yeah.
And she swings the axe not very far. That was the thing. You would think like in a Tokyo Gore Police or in a gore porn type film where they're gonna whack or whatever. She does the first whack and doesn't really. She kind of breaks the skin, blacks the eye a little, whatever. But it takes
to be done again.
It takes a couple of whacks, and it gets to the point where, then she gets some good hits in there, and then she falls, and then the axe is still kind of like, and it just, dude. Like I said, even though it was teased in the teaser trailer, I was not ready for that.
Yeah,
but not most people were.
That's not the scene for me. Who wants to go next? Cobweb, you talked about this segment. Who do you want next?
Cantu. Which one was it, bro?
It was with the axe.
That one for you too?
That lady with the axe. It was just.
It was
no hint of. There was no cutaway. That's the beauty of it. I mean, when she reset to go for the next hit, yeah, there was a cutaway. But the actual impact, it was just raw and brutal, and you really couldn't. It's not like, oh, they used a dummy head for that. It's like they used something really good to make that happen. Yeah, practically it just was raw. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that.
Well, yeah. With me, it's a tie, really.
Oh, I'm last.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, he was like trying to like jump on everybody. So
yeah.
No, it's good. No, it's good.
No, I bet you.
It's a tie.
I'm gonna agree with Cobb. I bet you. Watch.
It's the scene with the dog when the dog kills the little girl. Drag the little girl away. Nobody's paying attention. This little girl getting eaten on the side of a house, in the living room in the corner, little rag doll. That was pretty rough. Okay. And then the other one was with the grandma. When at that end, when he pulled out that hair from out of his mouth, his mama's, man.
So we'll get to that. That is a discussion point. Yes, that was kind of messed up. So as we'll get into my scene as we set into it a little bit. Yes.
What is yours? What do you got?
Mine is after they accidentally release the pus guy, and then they go into the world, and then you find out that it's, they need to get everybody away from the cities because it's going to spread in the cities and all the electricity in the cities. They go and you find out that they go to Pedro's ex-wife to pick up the kids. And like you said, the daughter's there and they're arguing, you can't do this. And the ex-husband's there and the new husband's there and the ex-wife's there and they're arguing and blah, blah, blah. And as all the bickering's going, what kind of dog was that?
It looked like a pit, I'm not a pit bull, but a Rottweiler.
It could have been. It was a big ass dog, right? And it's the family dog. And my nephew has like 8 Rottweilers, these giant beasts, and they're just like big, dumb cuddle bunnies. You know what I mean? Just like you can go up to them and hug them and everything like that, and whatever. And so, anyways, that's how this dog is with the daughter. Like they're like best friends, just hanging out all cool and comfortable or whatever. And then the dog just turns and looks at her and goes, chomp, just one big, like his chomp is the size of her head. And then he's just ragdolling her. And
that ragdoll thing, man.
Woo. I was like, no, buddy. No.
The little brother.
It bit different.
Wow.
They were best friends. That was her best friend.
and then the little brother turns and sees and look, blah, blah, blah. He's biting her. And then he just runs off with her like nothing. And so in the midst of all of that, so Pedro's there to pick up, and I wanted to explain how he has kids. So the daughter is for the new husband with the ex-wife. And then there's like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old son, which is Pedro's son, and then an older son who has special needs.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to get the special needs son into the car and trying to get away from everybody. and this is what I was saying about the little son, the 10-year-old, 11-year-old son. There's a lot of story with him, and there's a lot of interacting with him, and there's a lot of development with him. And then you get towards the end of the film and the wife shows up that had got plowed into by the ex-husband, by the new husband, and smashed with the car and all that, but her zombie body's back and it's possessed, and takes the son, steals the 10-year-old son.
Oh,
yeah.
And then Pedro's brother, Uriel, whatever. Uriel is hunting him down, looking for the ex-wife and the son. And then after all this other shit, this horrible shit, the old lady cleaner and Pedro's at the church fighting these little devil fuck you kids and all that stuff, the brother finds the ex-wife walking down the street, and it's in the trailer where you don't see anything, and then he flashes the lights, and then all of a sudden she's there, right? And she's holding the kid, and as he's driving up, I was like, oh man, it looked like she was biting the kid on the neck. It's like, oh, she bit the kid. It's going to make him a zombie. And then right when he pulls up to there, like the whole top of his head's gone. And she's just popcorn bowling his brains out. Like up until that second, there was some hope for the kid until you see,
And then she was straight cobwebbing the brains.
Don't put me in that shit.
No, Cantu is 100% right. She was eating those brains like Cobweb eats moldy popcorn.
Moldy popcorn. Just, memories, just ingesting new knowledge. Synapses just dripping off her lips.
I did not.
Oh shit!
I did not expect that kid to got like that.
What? Yep. It was how you got that was bad.
So
that's what it really got me hard. You got bad, and they got real bad.
So let's
that thing.
Yes. Let's set up
here's the thing right here. Wait a second, Josh. Wait before
go ahead.
Right. Here's the thing right here. Right. This is how it got going. Because once they got rid of the body, because they was trying to get the body off the land, and then they messed around, and the body fell out the truck. They said fuck it, went back home. Right. And then here's the thing, because he had spilt that dookie juice on his ass, on his pants leg. He went over there with them damn clothes on to his ex-wife house, and he started taking off the clothes there, but he wasn't paying attention. And the dog started licking on the clothes. And next thing you know, the dog got it and everything. The motherfucker, you supposed to take that shit off at the spot. They should have drove back butt ass naked in that motherfucking truck and said, pause all damn day and hose your ass off before you left anywhere else before they touched anything.
There is,
what I'm saying?
As great as the writing and the visuals as in this movie, there's a whole bunch of bad writing in it as well. They throw the body in the back of a Dodge pickup truck that has a tunnel runner on the back of it. They close the gate, and Ruiz is the guy with the shotgun that gets axed. Like how Cobweb asks questions.
You got to bring up old shit. You see damn well, bro. Every single time, you got every single episode, I make one grammatical mistake, and next thing you know, it's written in the book of fucking life of Cast of the fucking Pod. Bro, I'm only human, man.
Look. Spoiler alert. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna erase this out of the pod. They're not going to hear this part, but I pick on you on purpose because people say I give you a hard time. So I've got no problem with saying axe or anything like that. I just find a reason to pick on you on purpose, just to piss off those people that get mad that I give you such a hard time. So what the wife does, she says, Ruiz, let me ask you.
What kind of frozen lemonade shake is this shit?
We're already back on the recording part. That way I don't have to cut it out.
Hey, and on that note, that lady at the beginning of the movie, the first kill, she asked herself something. Thank you. I'm here till Tuesday. You buy me a beer, get me some bourbon, and I come up with those all day, son.
So as Ruiz is driving the Dodge and Pedro's in the front seat and Uriel is in the back, right? And in the back is where Blister Man is at, right?
Right.
They almost run over a kid that's in the middle of the street on his bike, right? And Ruiz just does the quick boom, boom, just around him like that. And somehow Blister Man fell out of the back of the truck with the tunnel runner on and the gate closed. So there's some bad things.
Pounds of abscess just
okay,
out.
wait. Okay, explain this to me.
They didn't see Chet from Weird Science flying out the back of the truck.
Wouldn't they have noticed? Because when
noticed that weight loss.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
gonna
what
say.
Deb's saying. Yeah,
because he was like heavy, and the truck would have been down if he would have fell off.
he had to be a good 500 pounds.
He wasn't in the rearview mirror. You didn't see that motherfucker fall out. And wait, explain to me how I missed this part. How did he fall off the side of the road and end up in the bottom underneath the school stage?
They didn't show that part.
Those little.
How did that happen?
Kids. It was a Hammer Time Kids.
You trying to tell me all the little kids picked up that 500-pound body and brought that motherfucker to the damn school and buried him underneath the bleachers?
They were possessed.
With their hammer, did you see that hammer
Ants
work?
do that?
Yes,
they were little working
ants.
ants.
They could do it. Okay, here's some.
From here they look
history.
like little bitty ants.
Okay. So some thuggaliciousness at childhood, real life story. One time we was out wilding. We were out in Europe, and there was 8 of us, and 2 of us were 17 years old, and the youngest was 13, which would be myself. And we were having a good old time. And somebody was like, hey, let's move this car between the light post and the fire hydrant. And 8 of us, 2 in high school and 3 in junior high, managed to pick up. It was a little car. It was one of those little European Yugoslavian joints. But we managed to pick up a vehicle and jam it between a telephone pole and a fire hydrant. And there was nothing that could be done to get the vehicle out other than break out heavy machinery. So those Hammer Time kids could have got old Mr. Robusto back to the school and under the stage.
I'm gonna have to point out.
He had to be no, because that's a short time piece of work. We're talking about these jokers had to carry that body at least a good mile or 2.
It's a movie.
But they had the devil.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, they had the devil in.
It's a movie.
They had the fiction.
It's a movie.
Physics.
It's a movie, and plus we're talking over something I want to talk about. It's a movie.
They were using sound waves.
They're building the pyramids.
They sat around and hit a D flat. They were like, and they made it happen.
Bro, there's a reason why they don't question why the pyramids in Mexico, how they were built. Because, anyways, but
Mexicans get things done. Yo.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna say yes. In high school, people complain about hazing and shit like that now, and how you can't pick on people or whatever. In marching band,
One time in band camp.
No, not a one time in band camp. Every fucking day at band camp, the seniors would. There was a couple of seniors that had Volkswagens. Right, they would park their Volkswagens there, and we would have to go. A few of the freshman guys and lift the Volkswagens, move them over to the next slot, and then sweep under it, and then put the Volkswagens back.
Wait a goddamn minute.
Oh, we're Texans. You don't know about this. That's
No.
These kids, Argentinian kids, they're from Texas.
Let me tell you something. Okay.
That's Texas shit right there.
Yeah.
Well, that's how did that's to another level.
It's willpower.
That was banned.
Why would you even?
That's not football. That's banned.
Why?
Because
I wouldn't do it.
Because you were a freshman. You had dues to pay.
Shenanigans.
It was fun.
Chingadera.
That's not even the bad stuff. That was just the what people could see.
That's why. I just spent a little time out in Kansas for a little while. Those Kansas years for some damn reason, and that was one of the things that I disliked. Is that when I was a freshman in high school, I had to go back to 8th grade because in Kansas, they were scared of freshmen because they were so small of getting picked on and bullied. So they sent them back to junior high to grow another year.
What?
That don't make no goddamn sense
No.
at all. You flunked.
Yes.
You couldn't make it.
No.
You weren't paying attention. You could have made it.
You could have made it.
No.
You weren't doing your work. You're talking about the system against you.
You started noticing boobies and quit turning in your homework. That's okay.
High school started at 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. You were a freshman and you went back to junior high.
It's called intermediate. Yeah, there's elementary, junior high, elementary, intermediate, junior high, and high school.
I don't think Kansas rates high on education, so that might be part of it right there.
You go back.
You
to
know what?
high.
These freshmen are too small. We need big freshmen. We need freshmen that weigh at least 120 pounds and need to be at least 5'6".
Some fucked up football parents do that. Sports parents do that to their kids. Keep them back an extra year just to make them a little bit bigger.
They red-shirted them. They red-shirted the entire freshman class.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It is what it is.
That's what they did.
That's what still makes the team next year.
I don't know.
Well, that's what they do out there, you know. Hey, to them, you know, they feel as if that, you know, they were scared.
So
imagine going. It was a shock for me. Imagine going back to a school that looked like the Breakfast Club back to junior high.
So wait,
it was
you went to high school, and then they made you go back to junior high
because of the move. Because he moved. Yeah, transfer. He was already in it, and they didn't say they did. So you know how there's some school districts where they don't have the intermediate school and it's just elementary, junior high, high school. Mm-hmm. That's where he was at, and then he moved to a district that had the elementary, intermediate, junior high, and high school. That's what he didn't flunk out or anything like that. They just dropped him down a school because they had an extra school that he didn't fit in at that time. So you didn't drop
a grade?
No. They didn't fit in. That was just the policy.
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't drop a grade. You just went to a different. That's completely different. You made it sound like I was in 9th grade and they made me go back to 8th grade because I wasn't big enough.
No, you go back to another school and you see these like freshman kids, you know, hitting on these little 6th graders and shit. You know, you're like, you know, you know, it was bad. It was bad.
So what were we talking about on this film?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know, man. Shit, you know, it's that shit.
But we were talking. This is
my therapy session.
He's amazed that a whole bunch of little kids picked up the blister man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evil, I said, ya hear my plea. No law they kiss live in me. We were warned, didn't believe. Now it's here, and it won't leave.
So we took a quick break right now, and Cobweb was telling me about his lunch today. And I just wanted to let you know, Cobweb, that today, Deborah, she picked up some plates for a benefit that was going on, and it was crispy taco plates. And ironically enough, Taco Tuesday, and it's because that's how we normally joke with you. And you didn't have any tacos today, but Deborah and I did. But this ties into Cantu also, since she didn't have any more taco shells, right?
Right.
We kind of dressed up everything that was left, and we had what do you call it when it's like shit, I had the word
deconstructed.
Yeah, we had deconstructed tacos today.
So what did you do? Put them on a slice of bread?
No.
Deconstruction. Throw it on a slice of bread that you get with your chicken wings.
I understand,
bro. I admitted
the taco contents on it.
I admitted that I only pick on you to piss off the people that get mad. A couple of times that I was just picking on you because we're close like that. But then
he goes on living life. That's
right, what he does. Right. I get messages. Why are you picking on Cobweb? So I only do it to piss off those people. And then I admit to you on mic that I'm not really picking on you. I'm not really whatever. It's just you open the door and I thank you and I appreciate the punchlines that we can do on pod. And then you go off and legitimately bring up the fucking bread shit.
What?
Not everything. I mean, not everything
you
comes.
You didn't do anything wrong. You're just being you, and we're feeding off of it. That's all that is.
So let me get this. I'm trying to understand this sandwich, this taco sandwich you ate. So you had
there was no sandwich. It was all the
created a sandwich out of thin air. You're a warlock.
So what did you do? You just had
What I'm saying is we had all the ingredients for crispy tacos without the crispy. So we
and what's the crispy part?
The
shell.
Oh my God.
Right. Exactly. So you just had no. So you just had all the ingredients except for the shell.
Deconstructed tacos.
So why didn't you just get a slice of bread?
Oh my God.
Put it on there like that. And smash that motherfucker up. You could have took that bread and flattened it down real good, make it like flat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Roll it out, just press it down real good. Then you could just roll that bad baby up like that and call it a day, man.
So
my man said you could make you don't got a plate. You're gonna take a piece of bread and put everything on it. Yo.
So back in the day, this reminds me of back in the day, my dad was a truck driver, and they would do cross country moving vans where you pick up all the stuff in somebody's house and they're moving to somebody else in the country and whatever, and then you would hire helpers called lumpers, right? So my dad came home one time with this lumper, right? This guy. As soon as I said it, as soon as I said it, I was.
When I was a kid, my dad was straight bringing home lumpers and shit, dog. I don't think you understand. Every time Dad brought home a lumper, Mama would cry.
As soon as I fucking said it, I was like, please don't let them catch the joke. Fuck y'all for catching the joke. No, it wasn't a joke. Making me the joke. We're supposed to be picking on Cobweb, not me. Anyway, so
just wait a couple of seconds.
Cobweb, he'll open the door. We can step in then.
So you wouldn't make it like that? No. You didn't have.
So the point. Wait. The point is, he brought this guy from Chicago in, right? And we're there, and he was talking about he had never seen tortillas before, right?
The bears.
And my dad says, "Oh, those are Mexican biscuits. What they do is they make it just like biscuits and they smash it flat." Right? So they were in town for a week, and I swear this guy was heating up tortillas and putting like butter and jelly on it because he thought they were biscuits. And I don't know if my dad ever told him that they weren't biscuits, but that's how he came to Texas, came to South Texas, and learned that tortillas were just flat biscuits. My dad was just fucking with them.
So he was making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with tortillas.
You put peanut butter on biscuits?
Yeah, I mean, it's a topping. I mean, you put peanut butter on waffles. I mean, it's just dough.
So back to the pus guy.
All right. So why is this a problem with my ghetto taco Tuesday? Okay. What's the problem with this? Is this like not the struggle meal? Okay. If you ran out of bread, if you ran out of tortillas at home and you got all the taco fixes, but you got a full loaf of bread over there. A full loaf of bread over there waiting.
Who said we were at home and who said we have bread in our house?
I'm just, bro, stop messing up the scenery, man.
I'm just saying,
you straight uncut here, man. Stop adding. What else do you need? You know what I'm saying? I just told you what the scenario was.
I told Deborah as we were eating this food that it reminded me of my pod brothers, right? One, it was Tuesday and we were going to eat taco stuff. So that reminded not taco meat, taco stuff. It was like picadillo and rice and beans and then some cojita cheese and anyways, but so
you had a burrito bowl?
Oh my God. So that reminded me of Cobweb because it was Tuesday and tacos, right? And then I told Deborah, I was like, oh, we're going to have him deconstructed. And then I was like, Cantu's a chef and they do like legit, he does deconstructed this and deconstructed that, which is fancy ways of saying the different ingredients for certain things, and it's And it tied to both of y'all. That's all I was trying to say.
But then you had to go throw a bread disc in it.
So why wouldn't you use a slice of bread?
Because I didn't have no bread, and I wouldn't have used any bread anyways. You just have a fork, just fucking eat. Just
why wouldn't you if you had a loaf of bread?
But he didn't.
Would you have done that?
No.
Aren't we all fancy? Mr. High and Mighty over here. Sorry. I guess for now on, when we do this podcast, when I have a drink, I'll keep my pinky up just for you, Josh.
What are you talking about? You already do that.
Yeah,
Mister, I only had. What did you have for lunch at school?
Caviar at school and shit.
Why you gotta be talking about old shit for?
Shrimp cocktails for your children's school lunch.
Filet mignon at the filet mignon table at the PTA meetings.
There was not filet mignon at that PTA meeting.
What do they give you?
It was a ribeye.
Oh, they had these little bitty cheeseburgers, things like
sliders.
Sliders.
Wagyu sliders.
Yeah, probably something like that. They all crazy out there in the neighborhood. What?
He's like, what's a fancy name for sliders?
So needless to say, by the time we get to the end of the movie, it's just the two brothers against each other. And
we didn't even talk about the mom.
So yes, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to lead out that the special needs son, he was probably like what, in his teens?
Yeah.
He was a big kid,
like 16, maybe 17.
Yes, a big
He
kid.
appeared to be stunted.
Non-verbal. He did interact with saying ice cream and stuff like that, but he was non-verbal, right? And there's this scene in the movie where he doesn't even walk on his own or anything like that. And the grandma is there alone at the house, and it's a safe house where they go to like I don't want to say she's a curandera, but she's a cleaner herself, the ex-girlfriend to Uriel. Mm-hmm. And the grandma's just sitting there chilling, knowing everybody's out on their different missions and all that. And then what's his name? What was the brother's name? The oldest son's name? Leo?
Sure.
Well, he was hard, like Javier, but it's hard. Jair.
Because they knew he had the demon in him.
Well, they kind of hinted that it was in him, but he was still nonverbal and he was still having his hard time eating and everything like that, right? So they're showing you how far he is into his sickness. The ex-girlfriend points out that it might be in him, and they're like, no, that's just the way he is. He's special needs and whatever, blah blah blah.
Look at his hands.
Look at his hands, and they're like, no, that's how his hands normally are. Anyway, so after all this crazy shit's going on, and the popcorn scooping out the brains of the other kid, and then Pedro's at the church, and like all these horrible things are happening, you kind of forget about grandma, and they cut to the scene with grandma, and she's there, and then the special needs son walks in. Hey, grandma, I'm kind of hungry. You think you can make something for me to eat? Everything cool? And he's all fixing his jacket. And she's like, sure, I'll make you something. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah. She knew the rules. They talked about it in the car.
She didn't even grasp the concept. She didn't.
Oh, she did.
At the time, it was kind of.
She was just looking forward. She knew what was.
That's what Cantu was saying. She wasn't acting scared because she knew that you weren't. She was the one that threw out like 6 of the rules.
No, Cab was saying that she didn't catch the concept.
Oh no, she knew that he couldn't talk and he couldn't walk and he couldn't come in. Yeah. He came in just all normal, just.
Tengo hambre.
Yes.
Well, they said that the reason why the reason why the demon went in and out of him like it was because of his mental disability. He could not take full control over it. It was harder to take control over a mental disabled person than it would be a normal person. So it had to work a little bit harder. But once it got worked up,
he came in all just straight and everything good. So, but then later on, when Was it Uriel or was it Pedro?
It was Pedro.
Pedro.
That finds him, and he's coughing, and as he's coughing, like he's trying to clear his mouth, and then he's like starts pulling some blood, and then he starts pulling hair out, and then he pulls the grandma's fucking necklace.
Yep.
One of a kind, only whatever necklace, and
there's a point right there where he's doing that, and the kid's like looking forward, and this part scared me, and it was just one little clip, but he's taking the hair out of his mouth, and the kid his eyes turn to look at the dad, and then he looks forward.
He's got this evil look, like, hey, like I want to see your reaction.
But this was already at the end, and this movie had already like all these different things. I was like, when is this movie ending? Because I wanted to watch something funny after this. I was like, Cobb, where do you buy your bubble? Because I want one.
Deborah wanted a bubble.
Feel safe.
Timu got a clearance right now.
Well, I'm gonna go look for one.
Never.
I'm okay now, but that night, like it was like 1:00 in the morning, right? When we watched it, and I had to go to work the next day, and Josh was like, "You need to go to work," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to sleep, not anytime soon."
That psyche cleanser.
Yes.
So it gets to the point where everybody in Pedro's life is gone. Everybody. He has to kill his own brother.
Yep.
I think the wife, the kids, his mom. I think it was the oldest son that who touched his forehead and left the marks, or was it one of the little bastard? You know, fuck them kids at the school.
It was the Antichrist.
Oh, that's right. It finally everything happened, and they couldn't stop Blister Guy, who was buried underneath the stage by all these demon children of the damned kids at the school. And he walks by and touches Pedro's head and leaves a mark. And when he gets home, he tries to wash it off and he can't. And I didn't think about this until I saw it on MDib. But it says the ending parallels the biblical story of Cain and Abel, where Pedro ends up smashing Uriel's head and Pedro is doomed to walk the earth marked on his forehead. And I was like, oh, shit. So it did go Cain and Abel.
Because, there was something else with that. Because she told him, don't leave me. It's a trap. They're messing with you. Stay here with me, so protect me so I can do the ritual.
No,
Yep.
you ain't gonna tell him what to do.
And that was the killer for me. And I knew he was gonna get up and leave.
And
I knew he was gonna get up and leave. As soon as she said that, I said, "Oh, Pedro gone."
Yeah. As soon as he walked into that room, they closed that door.
And Cantu was teasing it earlier. The hammer scenes, the hammers are just doing their jobs. The hammer in the school.
That lead girl with the hammer, the deadpan of her face while she did it and looking back, and she's just like, just dead-eyed and just doing it. And again, the brutality, the raw brutality of the effect of it, man. Damn. Can I interject something?
Yes.
Regarding Pedro, going back to the very first kill in Cobweb, this is a bit of culture. In the Latino culture, we have this word, which is cabrón. And cabrón is somebody who's extremely hard-headed. The ram, the goat, right? They got the hard skulls. And it's referring to somebody who doesn't do what is right in spite of all the information in front of them. They're always going to do what they want. I think it's ironic that the first kill of the movie happened with a goat, because it then turned into Pedro, who he literally did everything that this demon needed in order to come into fruition. That's why he didn't get killed. That's why he got marked. It's like, it was you. You did this. And he was the goat. Not the goat in a good way. He was the cabrón. His hard-headedness is the reason why the demon was able to come alive.
Well, what happened was Josh was like to say when that demon saw him, he was like, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally left them with a mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me see. The actor Esquizio Rodriguez.
Ezequiel.
Well, I don't think it's Ezekiel. Ezequiel.
Ezequiel.
Close enough.
Este vato.
So he plays Pedro. Let me see Pedro's full name. Oh, Pedro Webb. That explains a lot.
Stop it. Don't even play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. Don't.
Damn, wait a minute.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
Webb, let's see. In Argentinian translates to one who cannot follow the established rules.
Man.
That's not true at all. I follow the rules all right. I make up the rules.
Si eres bien cabrón, Cobweb. Si eres bien cabrón.
You know what? Y'all just gonna keep pushing me tonight. Every night it's the same thing. I come on this podcast to give my people what they want to hear. I come on this podcast to let you guys know what's going on. Like I got this brand new Nas album, Godson. It's really, yeah, I know. And people, you know, it's.
Anybody get axed in that album?
Where's the love?
Where is the love?
Where is the love? Oh, here's one for you. I saw that Michael movie over the weekend.
That movie's bullshit. They don't even talk about how Diana Ross diddled him or anything like that. Allegedly, she signed out that they couldn't do anything about her in the movie and all that, even though he was 14 years old during The Wiz.
Very good.
Messing with his emotions. People want to blame him for everything, but they don't blame all the people that fucked him up first. I'm just saying. Allegedly.
Bro. Let me tell you something. When I went to see that movie, I got what I wanted to see.
Was it positivity?
I wanted to see enough that I didn't want to see anything bad happen to Michael.
Good.
It was enough already that was bad that we know of everything. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't want to see what they showed of like some of the abuse that he did go through with his father, the physical abuse of that was enough right there for me to jump up out the screen. I was about, how dare you fucking Joseph hit that boy like that? You know, I was pissed off, you know, and how he literally dominated his entire life all those years and just literally you know, he came to he literally threatened him vocally enough to think that he was going to beat him up and jump on him and whoop his ass. He was still talking about he was going to give him a whooping when he came home. And this joker 24 years old.
Okay.
Right? He's still staying at home with his parents in his bedroom down the hall. And Thriller's out. You know, it was what I wanted to see. The music was great. The songs that they did, everything like that, I enjoyed it. I honestly tell the truth, I will go see it again. I will go see it again if I could this weekend. I'll watch it again.
I think he's going to watch it again.
Something tells me he will see it again.
Oh, yeah, I will. I can check that out. Check it out. They've already made over $200 million, and it's only been the first week.
I'm going to end up seeing it, but, you know, it's just the fact that they didn't. I mean, I'm glad there's some positivity in there, but, yeah, nobody ever points out everybody just blames Joseph. They don't talk about all the other stuff that got to the poor kid before he became grown.
Well, you know what the thing you can do is, the best recommendation I can give you is to go and find a movie theater with great sound. You know, because you haven't heard any of these songs like this from Mike in a long time, blasting like this. It's like you're in a concert with them, you know, and that's like the coolest thing because we don't have that anymore. You know, so, hey, you know what it is? It's like, one thing I learned, there's a difference between the past and history, you know, and We only have these recollections of the past, these artifacts and these videos and stuff like that. But it's all who writes the story. And if his family is the ones that's going to write the story, this is the story they want to tell. So that's it. There's not going to be any other story that's authorized about him beside that.
Anybody that's not me want to say something?
Nope.
Deb.
I'll watch it if it comes up.
Okay. Oh, is this like, that was a drop the mic thing?
There you go. So now that we've come to a screeching halt.
I'm sorry. It was good. It was a good movie. Go ahead.
So, Cantu, you were the one that picked this film. You get to pick the order in which. Oh shit! Might as well play the. Where's the old one? All right. And we lost Cobweb.
I'm still here.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, boys and girls, children of all ages. Hopefully you're over 18 if you're listening to our bullshit. You shouldn't be younger than that listening to us, by the way. This is the time of the pod where we bring out the calculator of doom, the El Calculadora de Doom, where we rate the movies 0 to 10, 5 to 10 being you're going to see it again, 10 being awesome, 0 to 4.9 being, yeah, it's probably not going to ever happen again. But Mr. Cantu, since you picked this film, please pick the order in which you want us to give out our ratings, please. And if you want to go first, that's up on you.
Deb, Cobb, Josh, me.
All right, Deb.
I've been debating on what I want to give this because I really, really like this movie.
Tell what you said in the chat. I just want to bring that up.
I said you're not allowed to pick movies anymore. That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I said your horror movie card is
the wrong context. My bad. I assumed I made that me and me.
But I said that because at that time we had just watched the movie, and this movie really scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
Trauma.
This movie really did scare me, and I didn't sleep for. We ended up watching. What did we watch?
We watched a comedy, and then we had to watch a cartoon.
Yeah, I had to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't go to sleep till like 3. So that next day was. Yeah. So
what are you, a cook?
This movie. I recommend it to people that like this kind, but if you're not a horror movie person, do not watch this movie. I think I'm going to give this movie a 10 because I didn't have anything bad about this movie, just that it scared me. And I don't know if I would watch it again, but yeah, I really did like this movie. And then it did give me like the terrified movie. But yeah, this movie, it really scared me.
Oh, shit. Mr. Webb.
Yeah, this movie was that crazy. From start to beginning, honestly, tell the truth. You know, once they found the body in the woods all the way to the end, he was just like, this is fucked up ass shit. This movie will leave a permanent scar in your brain. I warn you, this is literally like, as they would say, a human centipede type flick. Because once you see it, you don't need to watch it again. You already seen it. This is the second time I've seen this flick. You know.
No. Let him go.
You know, you gotta be fair. You gotta be fair, because when I first watched it a while back ago, I had mentioned it to the guys to watch it in the pod, and I forgot about it. And then that's when we started talking about the movie that we were going to watch, and I was thinking it was the other Argentinian movie. that it was. You know what I'm saying? And then when I started watching, I was like, oh, this ain't a different movie. This is a different one because the guys are the same one in the movie. So I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? I got it mixed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why that, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, Pedro, man, I'm glad he's walking around with that mark. He deserves it. I give this movie an 8 because sometimes that whole plot thing about how that body got underneath those bleachers like that underneath there, that kind of bothered me a little bit. It really did bother me quite a bit. And just how just unremarkable that dude was to just do just the opposite. It just seemed like it just was like intentional from the get-go. So like I said, I'm gonna give it an 8. I would recommend it if you want to watch some horror shit. Yeah, watch it, but if you don't want to have a scar or like think about some shit and be like, that shit's fucked up, you know, then don't do that.
Nice. All right. So I'll go next. Thank you for picking the order there, Cantu. There are, like I said, there are some nitpicking things about this film that like I said, the truck miraculously changes from this truck to that truck, and then the lighting is bad here, and then this is that. Like, there's, if you want to find something, you're gonna find it, but
that's only if you're behind the camera like yourself. You're a professional.
But
only professional can catch the problems you caught.
Thank you. I think. No, but I'm giving this movie a 9, and it would have a 10 if it wasn't for those little bitty. I give it a 9.5. As a matter of fact, I do not want to watch this film again. I probably will, but and even with the different Spanish going on, and we watched it projected on a very large screen and everything like that, which is harder to follow the captionings and all that. So we were depending on listening to the movie more, and it grabs you, it keeps you in, it gets you emotionally invested. It looks great. It's fucked up. It makes there are a lot of films that we watch and I'm just like, oh, whatever. But watching this movie, it was legitimately like I cared about the characters, and it was like, oh, like it made me flinch, and out of pain, not out of fear or anything like that. I didn't need to watch the happy movies with Deborah afterwards. But it was emotionally exhausting watching this film.
Let me say this, Josh, on that, and I get you. Why do you think that the movie that I threw out in the chat was what I picked out for our next pod?
What was you just throw shit in there? You don't even say.
I did say my next pick is this, that was right after. What's
the next movie?
Anchorman.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Cantu, what was your rating, sir?
I'm gonna give this a 9. I thought about it. I was literally real time trying to decide whether to give it a 9 or 9.5, even though giving the points isn't what we do. This is craft. It's the making of the movie was as good as the writing of the story. It's lore. You could build a universe off of this movie. This movie feels like there was a universe before it. It made me feel like I missed like 4 or 5 movies coming to this point, because everything is clarified if you watch the movie and you come into a movie thinking like, oh, I might have missed something. But if you're watching a movie, you're not missing a damn thing. Like you were talking about, like you were physically affected by this movie, viscerally, not just the special effects. It's about the story. It's like, wow, we haven't heard storytelling like this. For all we know, this might be like Duende or Chupacabra or Donkey Lady, stuff that we're familiar with here culturally. This might be a manifestation of that kind of thing from Argentina, where they already all know the lore. But this movie was made in such a way, it was not made, crafted, because this is art, from the writing to the editing. It's like, I wish there was prequels. I hope there's sequels, but if they don't, it doesn't need it. This movie it's monolithic. It can stand alone by itself. If they don't follow up on it, that's fine. I'll watch this motherfucker again. And I think I had said it like quite a few pods ago. I'll watch it again only if there's somebody else that I'm introducing it to. Not just to talk the way through it. That I won't say anything. I just want to be there just in case they're looking at me like, what the fuck? And I just be like, yeah. I look back at the screen. Yeah. It's fantastic. This movie was so good, I don't remember if there was music in the motherfucker.
I don't either.
That's how good this was. I am a musician. In my heart, in my soul, my entire life I made music. And I don't remember if there was a score, if there was a soundtrack. I was completely wrapped in this movie, R-A-P-T. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. It's not perfect because I will have to be aware of the moment of my death before I can make a final decision about my opinions on anything that I've ever experienced in my life. So this might be one of those Johns where it's like, you got 30 seconds. What was your favorite movie? I just might be. It's going to be where Evil Lurks. That's how good this movie is.
Win.
Wow.
Win. Evil Lurks. No, I'm just repointing that out because of Deb. So, going to IMDb, it shows that the people out there have rated this movie a 6.9 out of 10.
The people out there don't know what they're talking about.
That's because they're scary. They're scared.
Most people,
they're shook ones.
The highest 3 ratings are 7, 8, and 6 for this film, followed by 9.
And probably because they don't like to read and they didn't know Spanish.
What did we give argue
it?
About the coupons at Walmart.
we had cast the pod rate when Evil Lurks a 9. We gave the movie a 9 and a 9.125, whatever, but that's a 9.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's a good score.
As I'm sitting here in my bought it a long time ago and it shouldn't fit carpool t-shirt. You get it? Carpool. I want to point carpool. Yeah, Deadpool and Transformer.
We don't get it, and we're never going to get it. And you could have kept that piece of information to yourself.
I want to point out. I'm just talking shit. No, that's fine. That's fine. I want to point out, everybody jump back 20 seconds so you can hear it. And if I didn't know any better, if I wasn't listening, hold on with your bacon grease Temu sound effects. Hey, truth be truthin'.
That hurts my ears, just to let you know, with your bacon grease.
If I didn't know any better, the pattern and the timing on it, nobody knows, nobody cares, nobody's gonna want to hear that again. Nobody gets your carpool joke. It sounded like a Shane Gillis impersonation of Trump.
Yep, it did.
That took way too long, Cobweb. I left the quiet there.
That was just bad, man.
I couldn't even see the shirt. Like
It was
you
just
can't
so
see the shirt?
bad.
No, you
It was
can't.
so bad of a joke. It was so bad of a
Oh, well,
joke.
see, I didn't know. All you needed it.
I got to go back and watch this movie again.
He really
to go
does
get
sound
that
like
out
an
of my
impersonation of Trump.
head.
he's a palate uncleanser right now.
Anyways,
Right,
fuck
I need to-
y'all. Look, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
What I'm trying to say, I was segueing to.
He's spraying.
It's not even half baked. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Nobody's cool except me.
Again, I didn't say anything.
I bring destruction in my wake.
What I was trying to
man.
point out is Club 3P, you have new shirts coming your way if you've sent me your addresses and your sizes. Cobweb, you have, you said Anchorman for our next film? Like the first
that's
one?
it.
On Cinco de Mayo, we're gonna
For
do
Cinco de
Anchorman.
Mayo,
one.
we're going to do Anchorman.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No.
All right. So,
Is it even his turn?
I don't know. Is it his turn?
Deb, it's always my turn.
No, it's
I
not.
just give you guys,
Oh,
Deb. I give
No,
you
it's
guys.
not.
I'm like, it's like
No,
this.
it's not.
I give you guys a break. I take a break to give
We
you
let
guys
you
like a
pick.
chance to become.
All 4 movies in February. Now on Cinco de Mayo, you're sticking us with Anchorman.
Yeah.
You said we can do this, Josh. We were going to
Not
start
on
giving
Cinco de
like
Mayo.
a movie. It's based out of San
Expanding
Diego. What's the
horizons.
problem?
Are we expanding horizon?
Yeah, it's in San Diego. What's the problem?
No.
San Diego.
San Diego. Hey,
Right, what's the problem?
everybody, come see how good I look.
So after we do Anchorman, just to let y'all know, we also have Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Watchers, and then Rad.
Not Red, not the BMX
Yes,
1985
BMX
Red.
1985 Rad. As requested by Matt Martinez, who brought us Thunderheart recently.
What is?
And then for Big Sean and Patreon, a movie that his dad helped get together. I don't know if he's in the movie. I haven't asked him enough, but I know his dad was part of the movie way back in the 70s, 1976. So it's about to be the 50-year anniversary. The Milpitas Monster.
Milpitas Monster?
Yes.
Milpitas. Milpitas.
Yes.
A cornfield.
That's what's up.
A
Yes.
demon
We
in
giving
the
a-
cornfield.
I guess.
You know, that's something we should do a lot more. We should do that, guys.
Why
Let's
don't
start
we do
giving
that
them
one on
like, you know,
Tuesday?
like some lineups of the
Tuesday.
movies that we coming out. So that, you know, that way they could probably watch it. The people that do watch it, they can, you know, they don't have to worry about the spoiler because they've seen it and they can be like, okay.
So
They
we'll
could agree
do
or
that.
disagree a little bit more.
We'll do that. We'll do that. So, but Deb has a point. Instead of doing Anchorman on Cinco de Mayo, how about we do the Milpitas Monster on Cinco de Mayo and then Anchorman afterwards?
Wow, then there's pushback on the pushback.
Yeah, because I can.
Look at you. You're throwing a silent fit over there.
I'm not throwing a silent fit.
Yes, you
I just
are.
don't understand why
Power
are we
is
doing
being
this other
usurped.
movie after we're doing? I don't understand. What is the name of this movie? The Dev.
What?
It wasn't even your turn next. It was Deborah's turn after Cantu.
We have turns.
Oh my God!
Man.
You can't just spit a movie out and be like, "It's my turn."
There's
That's
four-
what I do.
There's usually
Yeah,
4
and it
weeks.
doesn't happen.
Watch the Grinch who stole bitches again.
Look,
Shit.
that's what I
I
do.
would pay,
Okay,
I would pay to watch it without commercials. That's how you make it.
So in case you haven't noticed, the past 2 years,
It's Cantu, then me, then you, then Josh, then Cantu, then me, then you. then Josh.
actually, Deb, you're being nice when you say it this way.
Oh, she was getting
You're Deborah's saying it wrong this way. Cantu was last because he's the newest on the group. So we were
Well, I was saying it 'cause he was
doing
today.
you were the first pick, ladies first, then Cobweb, and then me, and then Cantu came in about a year and a half ago, right?
It hasn't been a year and a half.
It's
Hasn't even been a year.
It's been a grip.
It has, but not a year and a half.
Well, needless to say,
Right.
so you ended up being last on the list. So it's Deb, Cobweb, myself, then Cantu.
But that
Yeah,
was
but-
laying the foundation for flow, so I could do that beatbox.
But I heard that.
But y'all always
I was
be
trying
letting me
to say it in a way that was nicer to Cobweb, but then Deborah put you and then her
Well,
and then Cobweb, and then
I was saying-
then Cobweb's gonna be like, why is there two people ahead of me? And then it's like this way, if I say Deb first, then it's ladies first, then Cobweb, and then I put myself last, and then Cantu came onto the group.
Well,
Now
look, this is why I was saying it, because today was Cantu,
yes,
next week is me,
yes,
and then Cobb, and then you,
right,
Cantu. That's why I was saying Cantu,
Deb,
me,
As I was
Cobweb,
saying,
Josh. Cantu,
haven't we established
me.
this already?
Cobweb, Josh,
Yeah, right
What
now.
does web mean?
Deb, Cobweb, and Josh. Yeah.
Oh,
Cantu, Deb, Cobweb, Josh.
Twisted, insane. I'm losing my brain. I can't take this shit much longer. Going insane. Oh, sorry.
God help us. Oh, Lord. This is where we at, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
And that's,
Yep, this is where we're at.
and that's why they
So-
keep coming back.
All right. And I'm not going to say that I'm not going to, because I thought that we understood that the whole concept of webism is to break the rules.
That
Yeah,
just came
but-
up in today's pod. Jumping
Nah,
on
he's
shit
like,
already.
well, you wanna talk about
You break
non-existent
the
shit.
you break the rules in your own world, in your own bubble, not in Cast of the Pod bubble.
He said
So-
webism. This is the next level. We've just achieved the next level of what the fuck.
Yeah.
Webism.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that what happens when Spider-Man has an orgasm? Whoa, hey, somebody
Hey,
stop me.
see that? Hold on. Did y'all hear that horn right now? Cobweb. That's called
Yeah, I heard it.
timing.
And it actually sounds like a horn.
Man, bro. Oh, God. That's tough.
We done. We're done. Pod
And
people,
break.
Club 3P, thank you for lending us your ears and sending all this time. Anybody else, anything before we end this? Anybody have any news, anything you want to throw out?
Nope. Go Spurs, go.
Catch Murs will be out this week, but you guys will be late. So Ground Waves every month in Chicago. Always look for the webpage. They're always there. And I'll be at this weekend. If you guys want to text me, I'll be at the Siskel Ebert exhibit the theater, seeing a premiere of W.E.B. Du Bois's documentary done by Rita Corbin.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think Common did the some of the background vocals on that narration. So
hold on, let me
I would
unmute.
just like to say
Deb's
that
mic.
it's pronounced Dubois. That's all.
thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You know who Du Bois?
Deb,
Du Bois.
I just unmuted her for her to come back and just scream no. Oh shit!
No,
all right,
all
we're
right,
done.
there we
We're
go.
done. We're done. Cast of the Pod podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Hit us up. Call the phone number. I said it during the calculator of doom. All right. Until next time, Club 3P. You got some stuff heading your way. All right, y'all. Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Later. Peace and hair grease.